listening to DORiS Radio.
You're listening to DORiS Radio on WHCP.
You're listening to DORiS Radio on WHCP.
This week on DORiS, we sit down with Jessica Cruz and Richard Gooding of Dorchester Department of Social Services. Cruz is the regional foster care recruiter, and Gooding is a foster care case manager. We had an enlightening conversation about their experiences working in the human services field. They shared some tips for anyone who may be looking to become a resource parent or get involved, as well as some awesome songs.
But I got my love of music from my grandfather, who comes from the era of bluegrass and country. Going to bluegrass festivals every weekend up in Lake Frederick, craft fairs, that kind of stuff with my mom. And it's music that no matter what you've got going on in your life, you can resonate with. Whether you're having a really good day or you're having a not so great day, it speaks to everybody. And that's the great thing about music, is that it's therapeutic and it's entertaining, and you can just forget about life for that 3 minutes that you're listening to a song.
You're listening to DORiS Radio.
You're listening to DORiS Radio on WHCP.
You're listening to DORiS Radio on WHCP.
What's up, guys? You're listening to DORiS Radio on WHCP 101.5 FM. I'm your host, Marco Garcia, and I'm excited to be joined today with Jessica and Richard. How we doing, guys?
We're doing great, Marco. Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much for being on here, guys.
Absolutely.
I got Jessica Cruz and Richard Gooding from Dorchester Social Services here today. You guys are going to share some awesome tunes with us, and we're going to get to know a lot more about you guys and all the work that you're doing here in the community, working with our youth and the foster care. You want to give the people a little rundown for them about, all the work that you guys are doing and have going on?
Sure. Thank you for having us. Again, my name is Jessica Cruz. So I've been working as the Midshore Regional Foster Care Parent Recruiter since about November 2018. Going on my 4th year. My role kind of consists of recruiting and training all the new foster parents within the Midshore region. So all the way from Kent, Queen Anne's, all the way up here to Dorchester County. And I also license and case manage any of the foster parents residing in Dorchester County. So my goal is just kind of been to continue to raise awareness of our program, how important it is for children in foster care to be able to remain in a home setting within the location that they're familiar with. So we're not able to do that if we have a lack of homes in our area. So that's really what I want to do today, is just kind of raise awareness of that need.
Hey guys, so I'm Richard. I have been working with Dorchester County DSS for 2 years, all of which have been spent in the foster care unit. I've been a foster care caseworker since October of 2021, so not that long, but with our current kids in care, I've known them all since I've started my employment with DSS. I am a case manager for foster care. In that role, I promote safety, permanency, well-being of foster care youth. Currently, I have 7 foster care youth on my caseload. There are currently 22 foster care youth in Dorchester County. So I have about a third of that caseload myself. I also help with Jessica with outreach, promotions, recruitment, and educating potential foster care parents. Prior to joining DSS, I was actually an adolescent and child IOP coordinator for a local behavioral health provider for 2 years. However, I've spent most of my 20-year career providing case management service and therapeutic services to individuals experiencing mental health challenges, which often is something we see in our foster care youth.
Beautiful, guys. Thank you so much, and hats off, a major salute to you for all the work that you're doing. As I was sharing with you off air, this is such an important topic that I myself know I am very uneducated in and don't know much about. And to know that this work is going on, I feel like it's something that we all need to get more educated on. We all need to raise our awareness and try to do what we can to help this system. The system needs help, and us as a community have to be there to support it. And we're going to start by taking a little rewind and going to the past. And I'm going to have you guys tell me what music your parents were playing around the house when you were growing up as children.
Okay, I love this question, and you're probably going to be surprised by my answer, I think. But I have memories of songs that my mom played in the car. Mostly goes back to Cher, some Believe in Life After Love. It's my favorite. Yes.
Oh my God.
My husband always makes fun of me for that one. Shania Twain.
Yes.
She actually made a playlist. My mom actually made a playlist for us on Spotify. It's called Me and My Sister's Name Back in Time.
What?
Yeah, so I love that. Always
Your
gives
mom
me
made that for you?
Yeah, she made it on
That's
Spotify. Yeah, it's got like some Eagle. It's got a crazy mix. Some Eagles, some Jive Bunny, Celine Dion. But every time I hear the songs, I just think about jam cleaning. We used to call it, like Saturday. Put on the jams and clean the house.
Yes. You hear that music, you're like, you know, it's time to get up.
It's time to
start
clean.
Doing them chores.
Yep.
That was how it was in my house.
Yes.
That's
so
awesome, man.
those songs always bring me back.
Sweet, dude.
So growing up, I grew up in a single-parent household. My mom was our sole care provider growing up. But I got my love of music from my grandfather, who comes from the era of bluegrass and country. Going to bluegrass festivals every weekend up in Lake Frederick. Craft fairs, that kind of stuff with my mom.
Love it.
And it's music that no matter what you've got going on in your life, you can resonate with. Whether you're having a really good day or you're having a not so great day, it speaks to everybody. And that's the great thing about music, is that it's therapeutic and it's entertaining, and
universal.
You can just forget about life for that 3 minutes that you're listening to a song.
Beautiful, man. What how did you guys, tell me about where you grew up. Are you guys both from this area, or did you grow up elsewhere?
I grew up across the bridge, so Anne Arundel County.
Sweet. And what was that like?
I mean, I loved it. My mom, same thing, single mom. So I lived with my mom, but every day we'd go to my aunt's house. My aunt was like my daycare provider, I guess. So I grew up with all my cousins, all in the same house. We were all at the bus stop together. I was the oldest, so I was the one kind of like, babysit and keeping everyone out of trouble.
The mini mom.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. But yeah, it was nice. I mean, it was definitely different moving over here because it's a little slower. Not as much traffic. Every time I go back home, I'm like, I cannot stand these people. I can't stand this traffic. But yeah, I don't really have much to complain about looking back, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
So much like Jessica, I actually was born on the Western Shore. I was born in Montgomery County. My mom actually worked 33 years for the state, so we moved down here when she got a transfer in state service. Moved here in 3rd grade, have grown up here, went to college here, spent most of my life here. It's much more relaxed and more chill here than across the bridge. So even going across to see cousins or family, I'm ready to come home because, it takes an hour and a half to get 3 blocks. And it just drives me crazy when you can go, 65 down 50 and you can get somewhere in 20 minutes. But I like the shore. It's where, one day when I have kids, I want them to be raised, and where I want to, my roots are here now. So I want to keep, that going alive and let my kids see what the shore has to offer. And so it's a nice, awesome place to have a family and work and go to school.
Beautiful, man. So tell me about how you guys got started in child services.
My journey actually started in adult services. So
Sweet.
I was an investigator for Adult Protective Services for about a year in Wacomico County. I knew I always wanted to work with adults, but the investigation piece, you can only do that for so long, it's just kind of heart-wrenching. So, I moved over to Dorchester to work with the foster parents, which I really enjoyed because you still get to know people really well. You get to know why they wanted to become a foster parent. You get to know some of their history, and then you get to hopefully see them grow their family. and see that all come to life. So I do work more with the parent side, and then Richard works more with the kids. So that's a little bit about how I got involved, but I really do love it. I'm thinking I'll stay in it for a while. I really just want to build up, our community, Dorchester County, get us some more foster parents. Right now, just to kind of put that out there, we only have 7 licensed foster care homes within our whole county. And Dorchester County is a pretty big county, so that's a very small number.
Tell us what it means to be a licensed foster care home.
Yeah, good question. So that means that you go through the training. So if someone comes to me and they say, I want to be a foster parent, the first step is going to be that inquiry. So kind of what we're doing right now. Just have a conversation. What does that look like? What's our program like? What are the needs that we have? Get any of those questions out the way. Then we go to kind of an in-home consultation. So if you still want to move forward after that, I'll go to your home, just continue that conversation, something formal, just to make sure there's nothing outstanding that would stop you from becoming a foster parent, or maybe something you just need to work on. Like I've had people who just need a little bit of home repairs, nothing major. And then from there, you go into the training. So we do offer the training completely free. We'll give you all the materials that you need. I'm actually one of the trainers. We've moved to that being virtual, so you get the kind of comfort of being in your home. You have to have your camera on, things like that. And then after that, we do a home study.
Okay.
So that's more diving deep into your background, your childhood, your marriage if you are married, your divorces. If you have kids, we talk to those kids. So we get all of that information. If you get through all of that, you get a nice little piece of paper that says you're licensed, and now you can have children in your home. And you just have to be recertified every year. So it's a bit of a process, but I just think it's so
Rightfully
worth it.
so.
Yeah, rightfully so. And once you get through it all, it's about, I always tell people it's about 6 months total for the whole thing. And that's about a month for the training, and then about 3 months for the home study process. So it can be done a little quicker if we do that all right back to back. But yeah, it's just so worth it. And then every year you can recertify your license, and you can be a foster parent as long as you recertify. So there's really no cap, on how long you can do it.
Are there certain types of families that work best as foster care parents?
We have a wide range. You can be one parent household, you can be married, you can be single, you can be same sex, you can be kind of whatever you need. We don't have an income cap or an income minimum. We do look at income as a background. You have to be able to sustain another child, 2 children, 3 children, in your home without the department's assistance. Financially, really just people that are willing to put in that time and that dedication to the kids. It's a big job. I'll be honest, it takes a lot. You've got to kind of be able to have flexibility in your schedule. Take the kids to and from appointments. Most of the time they have visitation with their parents, so taking them to and from that. The department has meetings, educational meetings, so it is a lot of time commitment. So people that are willing to be flexible, I think working from home has kind of given that flexibility a little bit better for some people with COVID. But yeah, I don't know if we have a certain box that you have to fit in. You just kind of have to meet our needs and the kids' needs. If hopefully that answers your question.
Being able to provide what they need and having the time to do so. I think that's major, man.
Yeah, and just the commitment and willing to, the kids have a lot of trauma. They do, of course. Even just being removed from their family one time provides a lot of need. So just being able to work with them through that and having the patience and not giving up. Not giving up at the first sign of turmoil. Because there will be some, but
persevere through it.
Yes, of course.
That's how long does the family typically foster for when you have the foster child?
like how long is a foster child within a home. So in an ideal situation, if the child could stay with one home for their whole entirety in foster care, it's on average, I would say 2 years, 15 months to 2 years before they have any type of permanency achieved. So that
with permanency, does that mean they still get to stay at the same place, or is it permanent somewhere else?
So that's just depending on the course of the case. So we always are trying to reunify the children with their birth parents. That's always the main goal. So that's normally what we're working on for those 15 months to 2 years. If it's looking like that's not going to be able to work, we will start to look for family members. So, extended family members, godmoms, cousins, really whoever will be willing to help out. Sometimes the birth parents will come forward with that information and we'll explore those people. And this is all going on, while the child's still in a foster home. So if plan A doesn't work out and plan B doesn't work out, then we will start to look at adoption or guardianship. And the first, if those two don't work, the first choice is always going to be to the foster parent. Are you willing to adopt this child and keep this child? So we just don't always know if it's going to go towards adoption when they first come into your home. So that's kind of the catch, is you never really know how long the child will be with you.
Yeah, it's just case by case.
Case by case, yes. But I would say on average about 2 years before any type of permanency is achieved.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much, guys. And before we continue, I'm gonna have you introduce our first track. We have "I Won't Give Up" by Jason Mraz. Tell me about this song.
Yes, I really like this song. I love the lyrics. To me, when I think of it and I hear it, it's sort of a message from the foster parents to the child. I won't give up on you. Even if the skies get rough, I'm here for you. I'm a support to you and your family. So I think it's a message that the kids, they need to hear it. So
Beautiful, man. Thank you so much, guys. We're going in. This is "I Won't Give Up" by Jason Mraz, and we'll be right back with more of Jessica Cruz and Richard Gooding on DORiS Radio. Keep it locked.
You're listening to DORiS Radio on WHCP.
You're listening to DORiS Radio on WHCP.
Listening to DORiS Radio.
DORiS Radio, WHCP 101.